All right, so we have Chris Dingman joining us in the room. Shortened Dinger, I think. That's the nickname I think the guys gave you years back. I think. Is that correct, Chris Dingman?
That was an old baseball nickname. They used to be able to hit home runs. So it was either a double or a home run, or
So,
sometimes a single, depending on how fast I was. That's where the nickname originated from. And then it transferred on to Dishman when I was in Colorado because Milan Hajduk, his English wasn't very good. And there was this football player, and his name
yeah.
was Chris Dishman. And he was like he's on the ticker in ESPN or whatever, any
Yes.
sports channel. On the bottom was like Chris Dishman. Oh, and then so I went on a little streak there in 3 games. I had five points, had 3 goals and 2 assists. But for warm up, I was the guy at the end of warm up that would pass pucks out to guys when they shoot on the goalie, and everything was a sauce. So I don't know how it started, but Milan Hajduk was like, Hedgie was like, "Yeah, you the dish, man, you the dish." So it started off as Dinger, and then became Dish. And depending on who I'm talking to, excuse me, whether it's my wife or my kids, it could be any number of names like loser or a hole or no I'm kidding. But
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been called a lot of things in my life, so I'll take it
Hey
as
man,
it is. But
they're dad jokes, Chris. We're called everything along the way, aren't we? So before we get into nicknames and why you're here, let's introduce the audience to Chris Dingman. Introduce yourself. Where are you residing today? You're a former NHL professional hockey player. How many years did you play? What teams did you play on? To set the audience up to who Chris Dingman is.
cool. We're gonna go all the way back. I'm living in Edmonton now. We moved back about 5 years ago. I'm with a company called Environmental 360 Solutions. So been with them for about 5 months, and it's been great. I like my bosses, which is weird. Most people don't, but really good bosses. They're laid back and let me do my thing. And my official title is business development specialist. I guess it's a fancy name for sales, but basically I just go around and talk to people and sell stuff, and it's great. Just being able to talk to people, and it's intimidating. So when you play hockey or whatever, you play sports and you play in front of 17, 15, 20,000 people, say, the venue and how many people show up, and you're nervous for your first game, and after that you're not. Like for Stanley Cup Finals for Game 7, Game 6, I wasn't nervous at all. I didn't think I was like, oh my god, oh like whatever. I knew I just keep it simple, whatever, and then doing sales and stuff. It's intimidating sometimes. You just okay, I got to work up the nerve. So I'm doing a lot of since I knew of the company, I'm doing a lot of cold calling. So I just drive around
Yeah.
and I just think of names and then people I used to do business with, and then I'll just look at them like, okay, I got to work up the nerve. Okay, I'm going to go into this building and just walk in. Hey, it's Chris Dingman, whatever, the D360 Environmental Solutions. But we do all types of. So with our company, we do waste management. So we do like everything, solidification pad, we have back trucks, we roll off bins, the whole. It's funny because I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Not what I'm doing, but I'm like, I don't even really know what I'm selling. And I'm selling everything, the package, whatever. Been doing this for a little bit, and it's been great. And actually, Paul Coffey was one of the original investors in the company. Small world hockey, whether you want to call it the 6 degrees of Paul Coffey or Chris Dingman or Wayne Gretzky or whatever it may be.